Hey guys, so I recently played Outer Wilds, and it's become one of my favorite games, which is obvious to anybody who's played it. Also, future Ivan here. I forgot to say I won't spoil anything, right? Because everybody here needs to watch. Everybody watching this video needs to play the video game. It's the best. You gotta play. Also, because if I told you anything, then you can't play the video game, because that's the entire point of the video game. You have to look for knowledge. That's the progression. You don't when you start off, you can beat the game instantly. Like that's everything is with you. You can fly out and go to this specific place to do thing. It's, yeah, I'm not gonna describe it now. You gotta figure it out yourself. The funny thing about Outer Wilds is that the game is like the entire point is to look for exposition, and that's like that's the gameplay. You fly to a planet to look for exposition, and it's the best. Around the time I was playing, I saw a video about how to do exposition correctly. I don't really have to name the video since, like, it doesn't really help if the two viewers who watch this channel actually go also watch the video I'm talking about. But it talked about how to make your exposition cool. It's also about how you can just make the exposition itself, like just the game telling, or specifically right now, the game just telling you the information, and that could just be really fun. And that's basically what happened in Outer Wilds. You look around and you have to find writing on an ancient civilization, on how they did stuff in space. It poses some really cool questions, and has really cool answers. That's the hard part. The kind of writing is trying to make interesting answers, like asking interesting questions. That's like easy because anybody, I think it's not that hard to think of like a cool idea, but it is hard to think of a cool way that that idea um, encapsulates everything and the reason why whatever the idea is happened. But Outer Wilds does it really well. Before I actually played the game, I did know a bit about it. I knew like most of the planets, and apparently no one told me about the sixth one. Like, are you serious? No one talked about it. Literally, only everybody only talks about the Ash twins, the Earth one. I mean, no one actually talks about the Earth one because it's the Earth one. The black hole one, which is pretty cool. The gas giant, it just looks cool. So yeah, I think that one's the coolest looking. But yeah, be warned. Sixth location, do not like, or not the sixth location, the sixth planet. Sixth location is another thing that you'll hear about. Sixth planet, you gotta watch out for that, right? I wasn't warned. I wasn't warned, but I won't tell you what's in there. But it's absolutely terrifying. Also, other hint for like progression. I didn't use the radio scope thing you'll get because I didn't really use it that much, and I like had to look up videos to figure out what else, how to get into some places, and the the radio scope thing helped out. Also, another weird thing about it was that it doesn't really like it has one good puzzle dungeon thing. Yeah, it's weird because it doesn't that there was no other gameplay. All it is you have to look for knowledge. That's all the game is about. And I would say if this isn't your type of game, you shouldn't play it. But like, it wasn't my type of game. if I knew it was that's all the gameplay was just I didn't know that was the gameplay where it was just running around looking for information. I thought it was going to be a little bit like stuff. I don't know what else would there be, but yeah, it was. If I knew about that, I don't think it would have been my type of game, but it definitely was my type of game. But yeah, play the game. You gotta play the game. It's just it's the best game. It's one of the best games ever made. I think definitely my favorite part about it is how it answered questions like satisfyingly. Like all the questions that you think of are like actually answered in a satisfying way and have satisfying answers. That's like hard to come across. I like having interesting questions. That's cool, but I've never really I don't know if I've actually had that many interesting answers. But yeah, having them was really cool, and you need to play the game. So, uh, click off the video and go play Outer Wilds if you haven't played it. And if you already have played it, then you know this is where you know. I don't know what else to say.